check. Oh. Congratulations, horse sparkle. Congratulations, horse sparkle. I love these captions. Can't tell what I'm saying. It's the thought that counts, though, right, Shirley? Congratulations on being first. Sparkles, welcome in 4. Callie Pup, Inu, yes. Yeah. I love these captions because they don't know names. Wonder if that's a. Welcome in, everybody. Doing it. How is everyone? Looking forward to the new year, which is in like 2 days. Is everyone? Is it actually less than? Big New Year plan? I already mentioned it. Do not drive with drunks on. Still a little stuff. Full day. I have one little Ace Attorney. Fun little Ace Attorney cravings now, but haven't been able to play. I think one of the reasons I haven't burnt out on Ace, I don't play. I only played. I don't get to speed run it. Mike is cutting. Why? I turn off noise gate and see if that helps. If that helps. Does that help? I think it helps. It also means you get to hear all my fun little keyboard clicks and stuff. So far so good. Yeah, okay. So Callie has a tendency to up the volume of my mic input, which is, and I just lowered it again because I noticed it was really high. So that's probably why. And then I was like, not registering the fact that you're speaking anymore because it's not loud enough. 100 drinks. Yeah, I fixed it. Literally just now, I fixed it. I figured out what was wrong. The backpack had an inventory cap of 99, which was the problem. So you can now get up to this many drinks. Which you'll probably never achieve, but it's the thought that counts, you know? What about my other drinks that I was scammed from? I'll have to figure out how to add drinks, which I might be able to do, but I have to figure out how many you're missing. Give me 1 day easy. It's not even like maybe you guys could achieve it if I streamed for the rest of my life and stream crashed multiple times. I'd have to stream that many times in my lifetime for you guys to be able to redeem that many drinks, you know? You can make it so I could redeem it a few times temporarily. I could also just add drinks, I think, with a command, but I'd have to figure out how to do that. It'd probably be better to just give them to you through a command. You get there in 5,883,516 years. Yeah, which we probably don't. Yeah, we probably won't live that long. Potentially. Unless you guys are really holding through with those skincare routines, you know? You got the gua sha things and the moisturizer, etc. Not even just skincare. You'd have to like go deeper beyond. You'd have to figure out how to do cell care. How to care for your internal cells. Which is probably like related to cell, the stem cell research things. My liver will die before then. Aren't they working on how to grow your own internal organs, potentially with stem cell stuff? I'm not sure, but hold on. I gotta blow my nose because feeling stuffy. Give me a sec. You guys are, I'm gonna mute for that, obviously. Okay, we're good. But you could, doesn't Elon Musk have like 12 kids and people are like, he's just gonna use them in case his internal organs have issues? Never mind, that might be too much. Too much for a stream conversation. Just a thought though. Okay, back to Ace Attorneying. I'm gonna join the streaming VC, so just join whenever you want, Cole. Make sure to unmute this and turn off the Spotify music, even though it's good music. And switch game categories, because I am a pro streamer. So pro, in fact. Well, I guess that's general content creator. So pro that I finished the YouTube video, but I'm like, I don't know if it's because I watched it so many times, but I'm like not proud of it anymore. It's entirely possible that's the reason why, but it's also like, ugh. I'm on the fence about posting it, but I have to post it because it's a BG3 video and it's in sequence. I suppose you could skip over it because it's mostly just conversation. And mostly just conversation and Squeeze shrimping over some of the people and some of the people that we encounter. Although her shrimping is totally valid, because I too would. My first montage I made at the time, I was proud of it, but now I'm looking back and was like, oh my god, yeah. There's some videos where I'm like, I don't want to look back and reminisce, but there's also some that I'm like, oh wait, that video is actually kind of good, but it didn't perform well, you know? The Hollow Knight video I made, that's super old now. I'm like, I was quite proud of it. No, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I accidentally clicked. Ugh. Let me just message him. Ready when you are. Feel free to join my stream. Yeah, tonight is ringing SBN. I thought it was if you're listening to silence that you'd hear the ringing. So if you always have audio going, then it wouldn't happen. Welcome in.
Why, hello.
Hello. Wait, say something again.
I can say a whole mess of things. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Okay, and let me just boost you up a bit. How are you?
Doing pretty well. Have the day off of work today. Nice. I slept most of it, to be fair. Honestly, not too
as you
upset about
should.
that.
That's a good day off.
Oh yeah. Especially considering that tomorrow is month and year end, so that'll be fun. So I'm not thinking about that one right now.
That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, we have enough to unpack with this guy.
It's true.
I guess it's more the maid, actually. She seems like the one with more stuff going on.
More control. I mean, she just has hot tea, which is basically just a threat.
Yeah, she does not have the pants in the scenario, but if anything, that's a benefit, because They don't have tea on them.
She's holding the weapon. You got chili, share. Some sounds trigger it. Is it the sound of my voice? Don't answer that. Okay.
Can I just go?
Yeah. I accidentally skipped a line, so.
Oh, 1 second. Let us perceive. Oh, hang on. Oh, God.
Yes, why, there we are. Ah, you pair again.
Okay, brilliant.
Smashing.
Smash!
Tell me. Smash. Pass. Tell me, was the detective chap, I forget his name, still hard at work down there?
Mr. Herlock Sholmes?
That sounds like a fake name. Ah, yes, rings a vague bell. All that detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid.
Oh, also, I'm gonna become king of the Hokage. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, typical
Here we
anime
go.
protagonist. Here we go.
Believe it. Well, Mr. Sholmes is in his element down there.
Jolly good show. Another cup of tea, if you please, Joan. Please, for the love
He's
of God.
chugging tea like it's going out of style.
Now then, why don't you tell me? For the umpteenth time, woman, will you watch what you're bolly well doing?
I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir.
I'll just serve your head on a pike. Ah, yes, of course.
Hope it's chili.
It's British. It's gonna have, like,
Yeah, it's-
salt, and that's it.
You know, in the north of the UK, they drink gravy.
Ew.
Their gravy is different than ours, but apparently it's good enough to drink, I guess.
I guess. I can't imagine, like, you know what? I want my gravy juice box. Mmm, delicious.
Mmm, ice cream, so yummy. You know.
Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to take your leave, if you'd be so kind.
Oh, yes, of course. We are deeply grateful for all your assistance.
Not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young foreigners like yourselves. It's been a pleasure. Best of luck and all that. Perhaps you could see yourselves out.
Oh my god, he's gonna leave. We can snoop around his apartment. Oh, never mind.
No, he's just gonna sit there staring at us out of the corner of his eye, like, why are
Yeah.
you still here? Leave. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garadeb is hiding something. And since no other avenues of investigation seem open to us at the moment, perhaps we should do some digging.
Aren't we supposed to be leaving? What do you mean, do some digging?
Like, we got a shovel and go out to the yard? Like, what? Can we, like, peek behind the whatchamacallit? The little partition thing?
Not while
That
they're
definitely
here,
seems like
at
the
least. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't look out
The
the
whole
window.
burnt carpet thing seems a little suspicious.
Mm.
This window looks out over Briar Road, where the young woman was attacked.
Oh yes, I can make out the policeman on the far side of the road investigating the crime scene.
The glass is rather murky, isn't it? You can't see very clearly.
Does this thing open at all? I wonder.
I shouldn't underestimate the bitterness of a London winter, sir.
Sorry?
As soon as you open that window, the tea will freeze in the pot.
I don't think that's true.
No Londoner would go opening windows at dusk in the middle of winter, I assure you.
It seems very unlikely that these two would have seen anything of the incident then.
Oh my god, you're right. I like how the fancy guy's face reminds me of a crescent moon while the maid reminds me of a full moon.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I definitely got moon vibes from him, but I didn't even consider that she could be the moon. Okay, let me see if I missed anything else. A Canadian dish of french fries, cheese curds, and gravy. Interesting. It's great, but it's expensive. Oh, this is new, isn't it?
Well, look who we have here.
Once again, he's hanging ass out over a window.
What's he doing over there?
Mr. Sholmes? It's a room full of moons, so real.
Speaking of being over the moon. Oh my god, what was it doing for him again? Okay, it was, it's like, yes, very good. Okay, here we are.
Jolly
Aha,
good
we meet
chap.
again. Jolly good, jolly good. Aha, we meet again, my dear fellows.
Good gracious, when did you sneak in here?
Herlock Holmes, sir, at your service.
Whatever were you doing over by the window?
I am given to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, madam. Yet sadly, cheerful as the room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks an aperture for such observation. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of a space by the window up here.
Oh, I wonder if he saw what was behind the curtain.
I mean, he was over there.
But he was looking out the window with his ass out, so I don't know.
So long as he doesn't have eyes in the back of his head, I guess. Keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is the prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering. And one other thing, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, me? I thought perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detective's great mind.
Let me know when he's getting here then.
That was me. It's supposed to be me. Wait, he's not talking about... Is he? I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon.
Do you mean Mr. Sholmes?
There is a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. I take it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo. I think so. There is just enough for... What's up?
I said, let's go.
He's about to pop off. There is just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let us conclude the matter before dark.
Yippee! They're about to have a fashion show.
About to get real intense. Mr. Garadeb, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, your standing as a landlord is most certainly not what one might call first-rate. I'm afraid, sir, that it is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I've been able to draw by a careful observation of your living arrangements.
I beg your pardon?
The first is that even as we speak, you are concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your care.
It's the maid, isn't it?
Don't talk about it that way. I'm gonna get the government in here.
And the second is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you.
Mr. Naruto, look! This beast gives the best service, silence you knave.
The old man's broken out in a cold sweat.
She poured hot tea over him like 6 times in the last video, in the last time we played. I don't know
Yeah, you sure he
if that's
doesn't-
the best service.
I mean, are you sure the reason he's sweating isn't because he has several third-degree burns?
True. Did you read this? I forget. Sorry. Oh,
No, it's okay.
Unbelievably, it seems Mr. Sholmes' conclusions are both spot on.
How could you possibly?
Oh my god, wait. Is it a cat?
How could I possibly know? You mean to inquire? The answer couldn't be simpler, sir. For in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts.
Maybe in the bedroom.
Rare.
He's meowing.
And I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin?
You thought the sweat was my mouse for some reason? I have my mouse cursor turned off, but you think I would be caressing the old man's face with my mouse?
Once again, Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
If anything, you'd see my mouse stroking other parts, but no one can see that. I'm not. Wait, Cole, can you see my mouse cursor?
Yes, I can.
Oh, never mind then.
That's so funny.
Anyways,
Back in character. Maybe, yes, jolly good.
It certainly shouldn't. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these 4 walls. And thus, we are faced with the question: what form might this beast take? Ah, for a man with a military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garadeb, leads us directly to the answer. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. Rare. Yes, though an army man, you appear unimposing at best. A fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts.
I thought Herlock Sholmes was the king of beasts. Self-proclaimed.
Logic and reasoning, etc., etc.
What is this pitiful, I ask you?
In the end, your admiration became so great, in fact, that you had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which you tried to keep in this very house.
A lion? Oh, wait.
What?
Did you see his face?
Are those burns?
It looks like a hand.
What was that?
A hand print, and yeah, like a burn or something.
Did he get, like, slapped really hard before he showed up?
I guess.
Yet, living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence.
Well,
Yet, as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam?
Hold on. I got it
Take easy.
Sorry.
No, take your time.
Welcome in, Raiders! Hello, welcome in, Rodit-kun. I'm Zaze, Cyberpunk Bartender VTuber. Well, an occasional Flesh tuber. I play Ace Attorney, Monster Hunter, and a bunch of other games. But welcome in! How is your stream, Rodit? Were you playing more Homocipher today? Let me give you a little shout out. Welcome in, Kuromasako, Rodent-kun, and Suffering Bread. You have a jar of mayonnaise? Is this a peace offering? Welcome in. How did you stream? How is Steins Gate? I'm not familiar with the game, I'm not gonna lie, unfortunately. Is that a story game? I recall one of the characters in it, but taking a break from Mr. Crawling today. Oh, so sad. I miss him, you know? And yes, it is another story game. Let's fucking go. I think I actually had it. No, I don't think I have it on my wish list, but I have heard of it before. This is a threat? Oh, okay. What do you want? I got no money, so it can't be money. I have like a pocket full of raisins. I have like a cockroach that died last week. No, I'm just kidding. Mayonnaise is an instrument though, just so you know. It's been a while since something was posted in the Wall of Shame. Are you trying to change that, Aiko? Can I have the roach? Yeah, you can have the roach. I named him Phil, and I got kind of attached to him. He comes, I'll give you his favorite tissue to sleep on too. It has been changed already? Oh, okay. Oh, you put me in it, that's crazy. Me on the Wall of Shame. Unforeseen. But if you need to raid and run, if you need to get water, food, rest up or anything, then feel free to. But if you want to hang out with us too, that's okay. We're in episode 2 somewhere. We're currently in the UK in the game, you know, doing one of our great deductions with Herlock Sholmes, and I got my friend Cole here helping me out with voice acting stuff because he's really good at it, and a lot of these characters are men. And I don't have the voice and range for that to voice so many men. Everyone knows Mary from Steins Gate though, the girl who says doo doo doo. I know, well yeah, I know of that, but I also know of the redhead. I don't know. Just because one of the people I was friends with, they were obsessed with her. But I haven't seen it. Apparently it's an anime. I haven't played the game, but how are you liking it so far? How far in are you? Oh, it's 70% off on Steam. Is she? Big sale. Did anyone get anything in the winter sale? I haven't yet, but I'm thinking of buying a high school years pack for The Sims. Game is great. Just finished chapter 3 earlier. You should get it. I might consider it because I really like doing these story games and voicing them. So I am a big story game enjoyer as well. So I might add it to my wish list at least. I have a lot of other games though before we get to that. I have like Coffee Talk and Tavern Talk or something potentially. Yeah, Story Game Lovers United, for real. Do you play other Otomes, by the way? I'm also a big Otome fan, so I started getting into the world of Switch Otome games myself, so. The smallest change in the story can do a lot of changes to the flow of the story. Yeah, I've heard, at least with Zero Escape, I've heard, it has like a million different branches or something like that. You do play Otome games, let's go! I'm a huge fan of them. So I'd love to talk with you about them sometime. Homocipher, one of my friends is playing it. Oh wait, let me ask you. Have you heard of Homocipher?
Me?
Yeah.
I am unfamiliar.
It's a horror game, Otome.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It's like a visual novel with creepy crawlies. Well, not creepy crawlies, but like creepy characters that you
A
can
little bit of a
romance.
spookle. Oh, even better.
And one of my friends, they were like, "Oh yeah, I don't think Homa Cypher's a romance game," and I was like, "You're in for a treat." Zero Escape mentioned. Yeah, my old roommate was obsessed with that game.
That one I'm also not familiar with, actually.
Dude, are you a baby in the world of visual novels?
I guess I must be, based on the context.
Zero Escape is an old one, but my old roommate was obsessed with it. I had it on my wish list too.
Let me take a look here. Zero Escape.
Was I forgot me giggling and kicking my feet? I mean, since I'm also not good at horror games, which is why I enjoy watching people play them more than I enjoy playing them myself. What was I saying? I forgot. I didn't anticipate liking any of the characters, but Mr. Crawling and your route, like what you're doing so far, is kind of making me like, oh, well, maybe I am kind of like that.
No, I respect it. Real.
Like, look up Homa Cypher in Steam, and he's like the
let me take
cover
a-
photo of it.
The cover photo, you say?
Yeah, the poster boy.
Let's look at the poster boy too. You're right. Oh, look at that award-winning smile. Look at that.
He's so cute. Yeah, you don't think he's cute until you interact with him in game, though. Until like you actually, you see what he's all about, his personality and stuff. But
Yeah, just
before
ignore
that-
the blood, and you're fine.
Yeah. Then there's other characters like Mr. Gap and Mr. Scarletta. Mr. Gap, I don't know if I can get behind. He's previewed on the Steam page, but I don't know if I can get behind him, even if like he had a root. And based on the little part I saw on Rodent's stream, where he was asking about like taking a leg from you. I just like
Yeah, just like a little. You don't need two, right?
right. I mean, you might need to. I mean, you don't need to, but like, it'd be good to have to.
Actually, that's a good point. You don't need any. You can just hand over both of them.
He's in defeat,
live
bro.
without him.
I'm considering it. I'm considering it, playing it too, just because it seems like so I can make those kinds of jokes about him being in defeat and stuff.
I'll take your word for it.
Zero Escape
Just
is
like
pretty
he's gonna take a
old.
leg.
Great. I don't want him to take my leg. Not for free, at least.
What dollar value would you assign to your leg?
Like 300.
Only 300.
Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I kind of would need it, but like.
Like it would
Like, that's a
cost you
minimum
more than
amount.
300 to get it. Like 300 wouldn't even cover the cost of getting a prosthetic. You'd be in
True.
the negative.
Well, like I could just use like a crutch or something. 'Cause our, like crutches are, we have some laying around just in case.
Yeah, you can just get a stick even.
Yeah. Mr. Gap's target audience is the feet lovers. Is it actually? I mean, I'd believe it. Oh my god, imagine he had some like CG, like some picture of him like holding your foot. Ew. Ugh.
Ugh. That reminds me of a story that I heard from a friend of mine a while back, which I know is very foreboding given the context, but I assure you it's not that weird.
Mhm.
Would you like to hear?
Sure.
So a friend of mine works as a technical artist on video games. He works with 3D modeling. When he was learning, he had somebody mentoring him on sculpting. And at the time, the person was really good at sculpting feet.
Oh.
And for the longest time, he couldn't like get why this particular aspect this dude just knew a lot about, because it's actually kind of complicated with the shape of the foot, right? It turned out the person teaching him actually did in fact have a foot fetish, hence why he was so adept at sculpting the foot.
Love that. For
After the
him.
fact, my friend was mortified. It's like, oh god, now I have the forbidden foot fetish knowledge. Oh,
The forbidden foot knowledge. That's knowledge I'd like to continue living without, personally.
I agree with you.
So I can hug her. Blah.
Meow meow, meow meow meow.
You're not putting down those meowing allegations, you know?
Look, it was all downhill ever since I started playing Black Panther. Okay. I just have an impulse to go.
Okay, let's continue. But Rodin-kun, thank you again for the raid. If you need to raid and run, that's okay. But if you want to hang out with us, that's cool too. Me?
I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction.
It is. Oh,
Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. Or protruding from it is a handbill advertising a circus show.
ah,
Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion, Mr. Garadeb.
oh, right. To catch you guys up for a little bit, Mr. Herlock Sholm is doing his great logic and deduction right now, and he's assuming that a lion that Mr. Garadeb bought caused all the ruckus around the room. I mine and craft, I lurk but love. Thank you for the lurk for enjoy Minecraft.
At Batty's Circus, a traveling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I have observed the tents. You sold the savage lion, sir, to the circus troupe.
I most certainly did not.
Sholmes is so silly. Sholmes is so hot and silly, yes.
I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion.
Cole sounds great as Sholmes. I know! He's
Thank you.
amazing!
I try my best.
And a simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire.
We get to go to the circus? Cole cameo? Yeah. Cole cameo.
Oh yeah.
You also, you play another Ace Attorney on your streams, right?
I'm actually, yep, I'm currently playing through Apollo Justice.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Garadeb, it is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast.
He's so fed up. He's like, this guy's stupid.
Sounds like you'd be alone. Please get out of my house.
Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm.
Interesting.
Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage.
Nonsense, man. I simply... I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm gonna go to bed.
But what we must now ask ourselves is the true cause of this pain.
She's giving the side eye.
Wink wonk, wink wonk wink.
I now need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer.
Oh?
Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer.
He thinks he's in financial troubles. I should get on the Ace Attorney hype too. You should! Oh my god. Serenity recommended
Good
the game
games.
to me, so he's the reason. He's one of the sole reasons I started playing it, but now I'm in too deep. And I gotta find out more.
Yeah, you get to meet all the little blorbos, and then you get really attached to them.
Yeah, and then you get attached, and then you get that attachment ripped out of your hands.
It's like, no, come back, please.
The abandonment hits hard. Did you read this?
Did I? I can't remember. Let's do it again.
Okay.
If I have, I don't know.
Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Every envelope contains another demand for payment.
Ah.
For cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea.
Oh, he has his silly goggles on.
Zoom. Enhance. Indeed, feeding your beloved has had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. And so you had no choice but to let it go.
Yes, well,
Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last, unimaginable attack.
He ate your other maid. I'm just kidding. Unimaginable.
The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there.
He ate your carpet.
Your cat ate your homework, I see. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I am not mistaken.
Oh, dearie me.
Callie POV, she's hungry because she gets fed in 6 minutes. But I want to get through this before feeding.
Oh yeah.
What could have caused such a destructive outburst?
Oh,
This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me.
Just feed her carpet. She would not be satisfied with that, you know. She requires the finest 5 stars of meals, you know. So it'd have to be an expensive woolen carpet like that.
We talking premium kibble?
Yeah, I have a fresh kill for her, you know.
Oh yeah, it's just the lion has to hunt and then bring it back for her.
Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes.
One of them has an eye.
It adds flavor.
ah,
There is no creature more dangerous on Earth than a beast with an unsatiated appetite. Was it, or was it not, once said by a certain noble woman, if they have no bread, let them eat cake. Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact.
I don't know about that one, Chief, but okay.
whatever do you mean?
Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There is only one logical conclusion. Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet.
Me too.
You ever just get a little anxious and bored and you start gnawing on things?
Yeah, that's why my pillow went missing last week.
Time for a new one.
The teeth marks on the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes's great deduction of this beastly puzzle.
Bravo, bravo.
There he goes. Look at him.
They're
Oh, God.
speechless.
Wait, not again. Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him.
I snapped him out of his thing though.
What is the matter with you, Joan? You're pouring scalding hot tea all over me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Garrett. I'm afraid I didn't notice.
My deductions can be startlingly sharp. It stands to reason that your cup runneth over. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times, too.
He spills tears and teas.
Now spill the tea.
Oh,
Mr. Sholmes, sorry to butt in again, but could I make an observation? Why, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. What is it again? Well, your deductions just now...
they're garbage.
They belong in the trash.
Do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room of this size? Indeed, it is the only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense. But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realm of common sense as well?
The lion does not fit in common sense.
Are you telling me that he's a lion?
He's not lying, he's just wrong. It's okay. It happens. Don't just show him like that. It's okay. He's a little stupid, but I still love him.
A little quirky.
Yeah.
But if an uncaged lion had run amok in this very room, surely Mr. Garrett and his maid would have been hurt, or worse.
It's probably, as Diabolic said, the cat of the guy downstairs. That's what I'd think, anyways.
Ah, yes, a mighty lion.
Ah, that's where you are stuck. No doubt the former military man held his own against the beast using that large cannon.
What?
It all makes sense now.
I thought you said they sold the lion to the circus.
And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I have ever heard of a lion that drinks tea.
Ah, my dear Miss Susato, it occurs to me with some regularity that irrespective of race and breeding, whenever anyone lands on great British soil, they are infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea.
Is that so? Is that common Serenity?
British lion?
A gentleman of a lion.
Oh, what a glorious notion.
Is it really very common? Well, I recently heard that Northern UKers drink gravy, so I suppose it's not out of the realm of possibilities to have a strange urge for afternoon tea.
Yeah, just have some afternoon gravy.
Well then, Mr. Naruto, it's your turn to shine again.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Okay, I'm gonna, before they start, I'm gonna feed my cat though. Hee.
Okie dokie.
A slight massage. That's all Mr. Sholmes' deductions need. You can do it.
Okay. I'm waiting for them to like get to his spotlight moment so I can just have him
okay.
shining a spotlight on all angles.
Perfect.
Excellent. I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruhodo.
We don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help with Mr. Natsumi's case. Still, uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. Right?
She agrees.
At least, that's what I want to believe.
Let us start again. From the beginning. Of Herlock Sholmes's Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
Okay. I think, well, this is before the spotlights and stuff, but you guys get a dramatic cliffhanger. Do you want me to put it on BRB, or do you want to babysit chat for a little bit?
I can hang out with chat, assuming they would wish to discuss with me upon things of a variety of natures. Go
Okay,
feed your
okay.
cat.
Okay. I'll be back in like a few. Head fats for Callie when you feed her. Bet. Okay. The music
Heck yeah.
is running. I'll be
Nice.
back.
Goodbye. Hello, chat. How are you doing on this fine afternoon, evening, and/or morning? Meow meow, meow meow, meow meow meow. Even. I will have to say, I live with a couple of cats myself. I very commonly communicate to them in probably very broken cat, where I just go meow meow, meow meow meow. Hey Cole, loving the accent. Thank you. I'm really happy. I actually haven't done that many like British accents, so I'm a little like up in the air on whether or not it's like landing in that regard. But it's a fun voice to do. He's also a really fun character. Mr. Sholmes is a little bit of a goober. But thank you. Meow meow indeed, sir. Absolutely. It's the only way to communicate with a good cat. Well, every cat's a good cat. Looking forward to hearing your edgy vampire prosecutor. that is the big one that Zay had mentioned that was on the docket. Hang on, let me see, because I already have kind of an idea. I'm actually, for those of you who would like to hear, I'm actually working on having a demo produced. And when I was working with the person that was doing the writing for the scripts and getting kind of like a vocal impression of my range, one of the voices he did it, well, like he immediately said like, yeah, that's a good vampire lord. I'm like, yay. I'm glad I can be typecasted as a vampire. Oh, I forgot that character. I've only seen him like twice. I haven't seen any of his lines yet. Ooh, yeah. So yeah, I mean it's not done, and I need to schedule when the actual recordings are gonna get done. But yeah, I work as a VA. I think it's pretty fun. I say silly words and silly voices. Honestly, I just really like characters in general. That's a big thing. I think just like fun, silly, not even just necessarily silly characters. Just like getting into the space of like a character and a story. Very fun. It's almost like that's why visual novels and things like Ace Attorney are fun, huh? Here's a bit of all. Oh, I don't think you can link in the chat. I'm sorry. But here's a bit of all Vampire Prosecutor's voice lines, so you know what he sounds like. We can figure it out. I have an idea. How about this? How about a bit of a sneak peek of like the general range, anyway? Where it's like,
Ah, why, yes, it's very nice to meet you. How are you doing today? Does this sound about somewhat in the range of what you would be looking for? I think it works rather well, don't you? But yes,
You need
that's,
more British in it.
Oh, right, I'm sorry. Jolly good. God save the Queen and the like. Yeah, is that much better for you?
Yeah, you need to speak of tea and stuff. Crumpets.
Biscuits, crumpets.
yeah.
Remember to pay your taxes. Yes, good.
Oh my god, Sebastian from Black Butler, you're so right. That didn't even click.
I am one hell of a butler.
it's
Perfect.
been so long since I saw that show.
I know. Me too. Welcome in, Kairos. How you doing?
Hello. How did you pet the cat?
I did.
Good.
I gave her so many kisses she wanted to kill me. No, I'm just kidding. Kairos is also here. I think he just got here. Welcome to the stream though, Kairos and Lee. Hello, hello. Thank you for the shout out, of course. Cat head pets, of course, of course.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for listening to my ramblings while Zay was away, chat.
I'm sure they loved you.
Me too.
Everyone knows Kairos. Kairos is an MVP here. MT? No, MVP. Okay, we're getting into the great logic and reasoning spectacular again. Says you, says me indeed. Have you seen you?
It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these four walls. Thus, we are faced with the question, what form might this beast take?
Oops, you're right, the music was still on. My bad, hee hee.
Ah, for a man with a military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid.
I leave me alone.
Your furtive glance, Mr. Gardev, leads us directly to the answer. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. I
Skipped.
It's okay. I really didn't see the lion thing coming.
No, but if you observe Mr. Garadev's reaction, it rather seems as though some beast did indeed run amok here in this room.
Yes, something with a very fierce nature.
His maid! That's what I've been telling you!
But it couldn't have been a lion transported from India.
So, what was it then?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I'm just trying to prod the conversation.
This is part of the improv things, right?
Yeah.
We must follow Mr. Garadev's gaze. That will lead us to the true answer.
Good thing we can pause time.
Zoom. Enhance.
Something with an animal? Oh wait, I can move, I forgot.
Bro, tate.
Okay.
Hey, what is
Is
there
it-
like a photo behind that?
Yeah. A photograph frame. Let's see. A baby?
Oh, I think that's a wife. What's
Wait.
this photograph?
It kind of reminds me of the maid, no?
It does, yes.
So it was the
Wait,
maid!
Wait, are they married and they're pretending she's a maid so they don't seem poor?
Interesting. Interesting. It's either they're pretending she's a maid or... Because she looks like I'm like kind of like a baby in this picture, so I don't know what their age gap is.
I'm not sure. I think she's just like short.
Maybe. It's 3 a.m. I need to go eat. Have fun with stream day, and it's nice to meet you, Cole. Thank you so much for dropping in, Rodent. Have a good sleep.
It was nice meeting you too. Have a good night.
He looks so happy in the photo. He does, from what we can tell, anyways.
It appears to be from Mr. Garadev's wedding.
Oh, okay, so they are married. Oh my god, you might be right!
Yeah.
He looks very happy, doesn't he?
He does, but you can't make out his bride.
No. How unfortunate. Something must have struck the glass directly over the woman's face.
I wonder what happened. Probably best not to delve too deeply there.
Oh, right, the damage in the room. Well, I mean... it still could be the maid.
The glass is broken, so you can't see the bride's face at all.
But no amount of cracks could hide the woman's plump form.
I think powerful would be kinder than plump, Mr. Naruhodo. Pleasingly plump.
Oh, yeah. Yes, she certainly looks that. There's a lot of horsepower there.
Oh my god.
That's also not nice. Not someone you'd want to upset, that's for sure.
That looks like a paw print thing. I guess it's a ring.
Oh look!
Oh, it's meant to be a flower.
Yeah, it's so cute. Have you noticed her wedding ring? It's very large, isn't it?
This is getting good. Welcome in, Pokey. How are you? Let me give you a little shout out, even though I don't think you've streamed in years. We're looking forward to the next stream, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's an unusual design.
Oh my god, wait, wasn't it in the cake? Or the pie?
Wait, you said it was an eye, but I think you might be right.
It looks like some sort of embellished sunflower.
Okay. I'm not gonna bother with him. We know who he is. What could have caused the thing? Doubt it's some mortar shells, right? But I can't. That's definitely not the lion, but I can't figure out what it might be then.
Maybe we should inspect the mortar shells. I mean, it is live ammunition.
Okay, yeah. And then we can present the wife. Easy.
These are shells for the cannon, are they? What a strange place to keep them.
I imagine they have some significance to Mr. Garadeb from his time in the army. Ah, of course!
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
my bad. I'm sorry. No, I thought it. No, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Ah, of course! He mentioned a battle to us before, didn't he? Do you remember? He said that he'd been shot in the knee. Perhaps it was one of those that hit him.
If around that size it hit his knee, there'd be nothing left of it. Or of Mr. Garadeb, for that matter. Mr. Sholmes has a Persian slipper. And this man has spent shells. Perhaps it's customary in Britain to display, well, rubbish on the mantelpiece.
That's kind of rude. I display stuff on my mantle. Well, we use it more as like storage, so we have like a bunch of screws and nails and like hammers and screwdrivers on it.
We just got stuff. Well, I mean, that makes sense. I got like useful items.
Yeah, I also have a Lego set, like from, it's like a winter Lego set. That's been up all year.
Nah, I get it. I'm trying to remember what we have on our mantelpiece. I think we have like the sage burner on there. I think that's it.
Interesting. Do you use it often or just for display purposes?
Oh no, like we do use it sometimes. My nesting partner is Native American, and they will occasionally go and sage down the house and stuff. So it's like it's a shell that has like where they burn the actual sage and stuff in.
Ooh.
It's got an interesting smell to it.
Very fancy, very interesting. I know sage can be burnt to ward off ghosts.
Yep, that's the idea. It's meant to basically when they sage down the house, it's to like basically like I mean it's like not the right way to say it. But it's like to like fix the vibes, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
I believe we also have a piece of cedar over the doors leading in and out of the house, which is also a similar practice.
Welcome back, Callie.
Meow.
I'm under maintenance, as I like to say. No worries, no worries. Just looking forward to the next stream, and the next D&D session, which we're still working out. Native American lore, yeah, it's very interesting.
Oh yeah.
For Serenity, what are you displaying over your mantelpiece? Is it rubbish? Okay, so I don't think it was the mortar shells. We can inspect the lion statue.
Well, this is the lion statue that Mr. Sholmes picked out.
Yes, I wonder. Perhaps if you did live with a lion, it would prove to be a rather sweet companion.
I think that's like a mouse trying to tell its family that the cat around the house is very sweet.
I suppose it is a bit of a flight of fancy, isn't it?
Anyway, the beast we're looking for is something else. Let's have a good look around.
I display live artillery shells, grenades, and general weaponry. I see.
Gotta be ready for anything.
I suppose. I guess I'm just surprised that you guys can have those, but, you know, guns aren't allowed. I guess this is old-timey, so maybe they didn't have that rule yet exactly.
Or maybe Mr. Gyaradev is just doing something incredibly illegal.
He's just quirky like that. Hold on, I'm gonna skip through this because we read this. I'm gonna accuse the maid.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, should we observe him? We'll observe him.
And we could.
This must have been when Mr. Gyaradev was still in the army.
He seems to be carrying his rather stout bride effortlessly, and beaming a smile at the same time.
I suppose he was very strong in his younger years.
Hard to imagine now. He's as thin as a rake.
I'm joking, by the way. In the UK, you're allowed to have antique weaponry as long as it has been deactivated. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, I'm presenting the wife.
Take that!
Oh, that aligns. Okay, if the maid is indeed the bride, that aligns with the idea that she did cause a ruckus and break everything. Which I
Oh, yeah.
said before! Oh my god, I'm so smart.
Oh yeah. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that newlywed bride.
Precisely, Mr. Naruhodo. No other explanation could possibly fit. Yes, this framed print pictures your wife, Mr. Gyaradev. And while we lament the fact that her face is obscured,
We can still make out her mighty arms and note the considerable horsepower they must contain.
That's so rude.
indeed, surely any woman of such powerful constitution would be honored to be described as a beast.
Honored might be stretching a point.
Too late. The fact remains that the beast, which so clearly savaged this room, was your wife, Mr. Gyaradev. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence.
Well,
Yet, as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam?
Me?
I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me which, with one glance in your direction,
It is.
your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts.
that poor, fragile, defenseless woman is beside herself.
Well, I don't know about fragile. Be nice.
Oh, dear. Anyway, Mr. Sholmes is quite right. There's no sign of a Mrs. Gyaradev anywhere.
But it seems there may be a clue as to her whereabouts. A clue that this maid is trying to hide. I wonder where Mr. Gyaradeph's wife could be.
It's not like she's standing right in front of you or anything. This is like one of those like Dora episodes where they're like, "Can you tell me where the wife is?"
I can't see her. Can you?
It's right behind you.
Hmm. Okay. Oh.
Ring. Yeah.
Ring. Oh, so that's not the ring in the cake.
It's okay. It was a good idea though.
Mm.
She's wearing a very large ring. Look. Oh, she's meant to look like the sun.
Oh yes, a sunflower design with some rather nice embellishments.
You're so right. Oh my god, the moon and the sun. Okay. Yes. She's the mistress. She's the wife in a maid costume. With a candlestick.
With the lion.
And it's on the ring finger of her left hand, which means it's surely a wedding ring.
It looks like it's on there for life too. I can't imagine it would slide off a finger of that size. Be
Oh my
nice. What the hell, dude?
He's bonking the lion.
That's something to think, Mr. Naruto, not say. Do you know Mr. Garradeb's wife in the photograph had a ring very much like this one?
What were you saying?
Oh no, nothing. Sorry.
It was a large sunflower design as well.
Really? You have a great memory for these things. My guy, it happened 30 seconds ago. A very large sunflower wedding ring. It's quite a coincidence that they have the same ring, isn't it?
Should I present that or the maid?
I'd probably say the wedding ring.
Okay. Should we observe everything else though?
We can. It is dialogue.
For the sake of getting more evidence, you know?
Oh yeah.
That certainly does appear to be a circus handbill poking out from her pocket.
I can't tell. It looks like paper.
Batty's Circus, currently performing shows in a park not far from here.
You don't think?
The maid is performing in the circus.
Oh no. You have to make ends meet somehow. Surely
God.
Mr. Garrett didn't sell his wife to the circus.
Mr. Naruto, how could you even think such a thing?
I was only joking.
Besides, I would have gone with,
Do you think he fed her to his pet lion?
That's somehow worse. I like their banter.
Yeah, they're cute. It's funny.
Two tightly shut eyes to avoid even the chance of a giveaway glance. Pursed lips to prevent any secrets from slipping out. Rounded cheeks to deflect any abuse that might be hurled her way.
I think he's being a bit dramatic.
Yes, this is an unnervingly powerful woman, Miss Susato.
it's your turn of phrase that's unnerving, Mr. Naruto.
Garradeb circus lore goes hard. Okay. Wedding ring, right?
I would think so.
Take that!
Your wedding ring gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts.
Ah,
Indeed it does. That flowery band gleaming on your finger gives you away. For it is identical to the one shown on the hand of Mr. Garradeb's bride in this photographic print. In other words, you are no ordinary housemaid. No. You are Mr. Garradeb's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garradeb herself.
Oh my! Word! Word.
Well, jolly fine detecting, sir.
Welcome in, Elegant. How you doing? Let me give you a little shout out.
I'm sorry, I'm fighting a sneeze.
You're fine.
Okay, it baited me. Okay, we're good.
It won.
Apparently.
As you rightly surmised, this is my wife, yes. My Joan.
Aww.
Rather let herself go, you might say if she was...
It would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you are a retired army man, yet you are in the business of renting out rooms. I would assume, therefore, you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct?
It's not right, I tell you. I was second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment. A man who has his pride, don't you know? By golly, it's a sorry thing when a chap can't even afford to have a single maid in his employ.
Yes, here in London, one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered socially worthy of society if it employs no staff at all.
So he employed, in air quotes, his wife.
It's a bit.
Though in my considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are a folly. You mean Mr. Garrett has his wife work as his maid?
Not too different from reality.
Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garrett?
Only in company, obviously. But listen here, this must remain a secret. Tip-top secret, please.
No,
I don't think so.
we're gonna put this on court record.
Indeed. Well, it wasn't a cat. So the carpet was gnawed on by his wife.
I think she accidentally set it on fire.
No, she must have eaten the carpet. This is the only solution that makes sense.
Now, Mr. Garrett. It is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible.
He's holding his face because he got slapped.
Yeah.
Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you are being revealed by the...
It just skips over it if you want to finish it. Okay.
No, it's okay. We've already it's repeated dialogue anyway, technically.
Okay.
Mr. Sholmes is quite something. He's still calling Mr. Garrett's wife a beast.
He's rude.
Yes, as a woman that feels rather uncomfortable.
But Mrs. Garrett is standing beside her husband as we speak. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he?
Oh, how true. So perhaps that supporting arm that seems to be propping up his head has some other significance then.
According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garrett's pain is tangible, though. What could that pose of his really signify?
Okay, we'll inspect everything. His teacup is empty! That's what the pain is.
Fake, fake, fake.
The pain is from the fact that his teacup is empty. Okay, let's just read everything.
That's a very large pipe, isn't it?
Yes, anyone who has something that size hanging out of his or her mouth on a regular basis
I don't like where he's going with this.
is sure to have a serious chin like Mr. Garrett's.
Okay, that's not where I thought it was going.
Yeah, that's not where I thought I was going either. Fake British, all teacups have to be full at all times. And she's pouring cups of scalding hot tea all over him. I guess all the tea went to his pants instead of his cup.
It's got a hole in it. But what's that white binding around it all about?
Interesting. Maybe he's just cool like that. Any concerns over your hairstyle? No.
That's why you're broke. You spent all of your money on hair gel.
Mr. Geradev certainly looks glum.
According to Mr. Sholmes' deduction, that's because he's having to endure the acute pain of losing something dear to him. But we know that he hasn't lost his wife.
He lost $3.
So that means there must be another cause for the pain he's suffering.
Okay.
Oh my! Look at that bright red mark!
Gosh, that's quite something. And clearly made by somebody's hand.
Yes, Mr. Geradev has been slapped on the face, it seems. Hard.
I've never seen such a clearly defined mark. Whoever could have done such a thing?
Well, there's a very limited number of candidates, I'd say.
Take that!
Oh god.
Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel being revealed by that slapped cheek.
And of course, the deliverer of that impressive mark on your cheek that refuses to fade was you, Madame Joan
Aw.
Geradev.
Look at her.
Oh, she's got the anime eyes.
She looks like she's gonna cry. Well, yes.
You have been desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek, sir.
That man dies like he's in Skyrim. Just
How the blazes? How did you work that out, man?
One wrong turn and you would have seen it anyways.
Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow.
That's why you haven't looked directly at us even once. To keep your other side from view.
Well,
Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why were you subjected to such a violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves what caused Madame Geradev to fly into a rage. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer.
Didn't Mr. Sholmes say that the bills were all for lion fodder?
Yes, but now we've established that the lion never existed. Which can only mean that the thing responsible for gobbling up all that food was Mr. Geradev's wife.
No, Mr. Naruto! She's a person, not a thing.
Yes, well... She's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap round the face. One so hard that it left a perfect hand mark, in fact.
Yes. Why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force, I wonder?
There's probably plenty of reasons. Maybe he was cheating on her.
With the cannon.
He was sticking it where he shouldn't.
Oh, God. I'd love to know the answer to that question.
Oh. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
oh, you so right.
Ah, someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here, look.
Oh. Cheating?
Mr. Geradev is clearly an avid reader.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this is a bookmark.
Oh no, so it isn't. It's a note written in a woman's hand. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary.
Well,
Well.
well, well. And look, next to the signature here.
Lip marks, made with lipstick.
Oh, I bet she works in the circus.
That'd
Just
be
a
so
thought.
funny.
Oh, what a passionate and romantic gesture.
If she wasn't a mistress, stealing a married man.
Do you think she knows he's married?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe Gyarados the asshole. Don't get any ideas, Susato-san.
Oh dear. I'm sorry.
So this bookmark is actually a love note then.
Okay. I want to inspect the bills, but there's also broken plates.
Yeah, this room is a mess.
Oh dear. This plate has been smashed to pieces.
Excuse me.
And nobody seems inclined to tidy up the mess.
Perhaps it's some sort of high art.
Ah, yes, rich people art.
Really, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, anyone who has a cannon on display in their living room is clearly a little eccentric.
Indeed.
Yes.
Let's call it eccentricity. Eccentric.
It's a fun word. Eccentricity.
Books.
There are a lot of books stacked up on the shelf here. Look, all novels that I've never heard of.
Uno couldn't read a book to save his life.
Leave me alone. I'm not illiterate.
It would appear somebody has purchased them all from a second-hand bookshop.
Like the one our culprit potentially went to.
I think Mr. Gyarados is something of a book lover.
Okay. Bills.
Looking at all these bills, it certainly amounts to a great deal of food.
Meat and potatoes by the cartload, wasn't it? Well, looking at the two of them, you can tell immediately who. Be nice,
Oh my
dude! Stop! You can tell immediately who eats the lion's share in the household.
Well, at least we're no longer talking about an actual lion anymore. She's got claws for sure, though, if you keep talking like that.
Rare.
Uno does not hold back. He really should, though. This is why people are gonna beat him up in his life.
Kinda deserves it after that.
Okay, I think I got everything.
I think so too.
Let's present the love note.
Take that!
Yes, it is this love note that has given rise to the pain you suffer.
Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed.
I could have been more passionate, but that's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, James, I
No.
love you.
I meant the writing.
Perhaps the sender of this note, a certain Miss Mary, is the fly in the ointment here.
Oh, look at her. She's pissed.
She's about to.
Your
I'm
game
surprised
is-
there's not a sunflower mark on his face.
I thought, oh, oopsie. Thanks, milady. No one else noticed that.
Oh, I didn't notice at all. I wasn't even. I'm a goopus too.
No worries. God. Okay, we're chilling. Thanks, milady. Oh, did she just hit him again?
But I don't know the Bali woman.
Oh.
You don't know her?
Hmm.
That note wasn't written to me.
It was just in the book. I don't know how it got there.
It was just in there, you say?
What's his name? Is his name actually James?
I believe it is.
Okay, then that's hella sus.
A little bit.
That's right. That's what I've been saying.
Unlikely story. I saw you go live and was lurking while I was doing chores, and then I hopped on PC and saw it. It's okay. Thank you for letting me know. At least it's fixed now. And no one reported me for it. Don't report me for it.
It'll be fine.
Now listen here, Joan, old thing. I explained at the time.
Yeah, call your wife old in this moment. It'll do you favors.
I bought the book at the second-hand place, and that note must already have been in there.
So, the previous owner of the book was using the note as a bookmark, you mean?
Wait, I'm gonna... It's not spilling over. It's an infinite teacup. And yet... POV
British
average
magic.
British household. For real. Wizardry, even.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. Why did you move the text forward? I would have been
Oh.
fine.
Sorry. I must advance the story. We must continue, though. A likely story.
For heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James. My name, in case you've forgotten, is John.
Okay. A likely story. I thought you were James from the day I first laid eyes on you.
Is that her pet name for you? Are you questioning my name now?
Pull out the birth certificate and the driver's license. Oh,
Oh, follow-up.
Jesus.
And there we have it.
Arouse the suspicions of the female heart, and you will unleash a beast with a most ferocious bite. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last, unimaginable attack.
A knee to the crotch. Unimaginable. Joan vs. Mike Tyson when?
The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I am not mistaken.
She burned the carpet?
Oh, dearie me.
What could have caused such a destructive outburst?
Oh,
This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes.
but surely Mrs. Garadev didn't eat the carpet.
No, of course not.
Not without seasoning, though, of course.
Yeah, you need at least salt to have fine British cuisine.
But there doesn't seem to be any doubt that the state of disarray that this room is in is a result of her wild temper.
No, that's true. So this is the last part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction that we need to fix. We need only to follow Mrs. Garadev's gaze, and that will tell us the real answer.
All right, let's see what we can see.
Yes.
So is that big ass poster?
The circus handbill. Mary's part of the circus!
This is an advertising handbill for the circus. Batty's Circus. It's in a nearby park.
Isn't this the same as the one we saw earlier?
The one that was folded up in Mrs. Garrideb's pocket.
Perhaps they're very great circus lovers?
It couldn't be that the hungry lion is somehow involved again here, could it?
Oh dear. I do hope not.
Maybe Mary is a lion.
She transforms. She's like Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
I guess we can observe the cake.
Wait, the candlestick is missing one.
Yeah. Good observation.
Thank you.
So many cakes.
I want cake.
Is that all you can think about?
Well, look at them, Mr. Naruto. There's a mountain of them, and they all look so delicious.
Except everyone has a single bite taken out of them. So.
Yeah. It's more of a tower than a mountain, I'd say.
It's a mountain, and it's my hope that one day, in our very homeland, I will be able to perform the tea ceremony at the foot of such a mountain.
It's definitely a tower.
I was trying to look at the candle, but that's fine.
Okay. The carpet here has been ripped to shreds.
Yes, and according to Mr. Sholm's deduction, the tears match those made by an Indian lion's teeth exactly.
Oh, look here.
What is it?
If you look closely at the edge, you can see scorch marks.
And it's not like the heckin' floor is burnt to a crisp, okay.
Oh yes, so you can. In that case, perhaps the carpet wasn't eaten in the normal sense at all.
Let's rethink this with that in mind. It really is Dora the Explorer right now.
It probably doesn't help that I'm like literally avoiding the actual thing that we're supposed to click on. But just to be, covering all the bases,
Oh yeah.
This looks like a very old candlestick, doesn't it?
The base looks too small. Surely it's very unstable. It looks to me like even the slightest knock would make it topple over.
Oh dear, that would be dangerous.
Wait, take a closer look at this. There's one candle missing.
Yes, I didn't notice that before.
Why is that, I wonder? Why is one candle of the three missing from its holder? Do you know?
Do you know where the other candle is? Joan ate the candle, you're so right. She was hungry.
Take that!
She wanted something spicy.
It was Joan with the candlestick.
Oh man!
Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick.
Most illuminating, my dear fellow. And of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth.
Yes, the remnants of a ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are.
Sorry, I was imitating you. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away. Scorch marks. It would appear that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation.
Mrs. Garrideb's mighty arm muscles left an impression not only on her husband's face,
but on the entire room. The force of her strike caused a candle to fall from the holder.
and in seconds, the carpet was alight and the whole corner of the room in flames.
Yes, For the most ferocious beast in the world is neither a violent lion nor a vengeful woman, but fire.
And in this room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok.
Eloquently put, my dear fellow. So you see, there is but one conclusion here.
Look at them.
After the sparks of marital discord,
This room was the scene of a fire.
Oh! He put down the
Stand.
he put down the tea and he's standing.
Mr. Sholmes, sir, I salute you!
Oh shit. Oh.
Oh, she caught him.
She's an all-service maid, wife. Wife
It's
maid.
the reverse. It's the reverse of their wedding photo now.
Elementary. Huh? They mean good job, right? They're not saying that
Yeah.
even an elementary schooler could get that right.
Well, you know the common age group that watches Dora the Explorer.
It's these dashed long winter nights, you know. Nothing to do but read in front of the fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good second-hand bookshop just around the corner. Buy all my old novels there.
and in the pages of one particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material.
For which your wife admonished you harshly, it seems.
Don't know about admonished. Demolished might be rather closer to the mark.
She's hitting her fragile husband.
Yeah, he's the sickly war veteran.
Oh,
Sorry, distracted.
No, it's okay.
and beast is most certainly an apt description.
Here we go again. And the carpet? Was that destroyed by the fire when a candle fell on the floor?
Afraid to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. I was caught between the old stick's rage and the raging flames.
You paint a torrid picture, sir. One that would have been most entertaining. That's sympathy for you.
Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bally furniture started going up as well. We've had to hide the mess behind the screen for the time being.
Not very well hidden,
Leave me alone.
considering it's, you know, elevated and stuff. But I guess maybe it went up the cabinet there, so.
Over here, Mr. Garadev.
Well, you have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me.
Oh yeah, it did.
That's not bad. It could have been worse.
Had all my favorite old novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke.
Aw. Sad that his favorite novel's burned.
My favorite romance is gone forever.
Gosh.
Then the wife started hurling things at me.
Oh my god. He needs a divorce.
What a terrible sight it must have been.
Wait, she started throwing things at him because she slapped him and the candle set things on fire?
Well, I think she was still just upset about the note, and it was still kind of just going off. She just didn't care the place was on fire, I guess.
That she's dangerous then.
Oh yeah. Something, a military man likes a bit of danger.
I guess so.
There was I, back up against the window, under heavy enemy fire, incendiary books, incoming 10 to the dozens.
His favorite books too. Oh my god.
Yep. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride.
The lion's pride. Ah, yes, your notorious love of big cats coming through again. I assure you, the title didn't influence my choice in the slightest.
He fell in love with a beast of a slap. He's got a kink. He's got a type, you know.
Oh, yes, I love a woman that can kick my ass.
That's why people want a hot goth mommy. The fact that this woman was angry enough to throw fiery books is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Also, welcome to the stream, Zecious. Our names are kind of similar. I saw ZEE and I was like, wait, another Zay? There have been other Zays in the past, but I heard hot goth mommy. Yeah, I'm talking about why. Yeah, I heard hot goth mommy and instantly locked in. In the Minecraft server I hid presents around spawn, and one of the hints we have like a gothic room, and I was like, I just want a hot goth mommy to hold me while I cry as the hint. Four and I are the same, cut from the same cloth.
I mean, I get it. I respect it.
Did you read this?
Yes.
Okay,
So, the poor man really did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beast's rampage.
Mr. Sholmes' deductions turned out to be correct once again.
Did they, though?
My deductions turned out to be correct.
It can only be described as a great British wonder.
I just did this case yesterday and I was having headaches, not because it was hard, but I just forgot how much BS this series throws at you and I was getting annoyed. I think it's funny. It's fun to make predictions and be right. Or completely wrong.
Oh yeah.
I tell you, it was total carnage. Flames everywhere, and the old stick in full fettle.
Also, the fact that she was angry enough to ignore the burning of literally their home and everything.
She's still on his ass, just throwing things at him.
Yeah, that's dangerous. If that happens to you, IRL, don't engage. Divorce.
I think if someone assaults you with incendiary projectiles, that might be grounds to maybe look for a divorce. I'm gonna be real with you.
So did I accidentally? Oh no, okay. This is me. You sure?
Oh, you're good, I think.
Out of interest, what time of day was that? Not sure I can remember. It was 2 days ago now. Let's see, around 5 o'clock, I think.
So at exactly the same time, as a terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window on the street below.
Guess
Yeah.
murder was in the air.
She also gave him a slap hard enough. Her handprint is still perfectly on his face. A day later, never mind, 2 days. Well, she also slapped him twice today, so it seems to be a common occurrence that he just gets slapped.
She's got really good aim. She only ever hits the exact same spot.
Yeah.
Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. The whole of Blighty could have been flattened outside my window at the moment. And I wouldn't have noticed a dashed thing.
Oh, really?
Oh, that was so loud. Thank you so much for the sub, Cole. Other Cole. Thank you so
They're
much.
not other Cole, they're also Cole.
I guess they're the OG Cole.
Oh yeah.
Because they were here long before your days.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the 21 months. Let's go. That's a good number. Welcome in.
Honestly, it's always fun running into other Coles. It's like not like the rarest name in the world, but it's odd enough that it doesn't come up that often.
Mm-hmm. Cole fight when? You have to fight to the death for
Battle
For your name?
Royale. We have to get every coal in the ring.
I assume this isn't the first Ace Attorney game you're playing, which is this is actually my first Ace Attorney game. My brain is just massive, you know? I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah.
This is my first Ace Attorney game though. Hee hee. Ain't
But
no
have you
way.
been having fun?
Yeah, it has been fun. Serenity recommended the game to me, and we've been playing for a couple of months. But this is my first Ace Attorney game. Why did you think I was experienced in it? Is it just my brain is too huge or something? You literally went for the prequel of prequels. So I think Serenity bought this game for me, and I haven't played it, so I just ended up this way. He's played all the games, I believe, or at least a lot of them.
Who, me?
Serenity.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I got distracted.
He set me on the right path.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to play the first trilogy at least. I play them in the order Serenity recommends them for me.
Wait, was it recommended in chronological order?
Well, he bought this game for me a long time ago, and I just haven't played it.
No, that's fair. It would just be very funny. It's like, okay, play through the games in order that they occurred chronologically. So this one happened in the 1800s.
You will currently playing the last one. You'll stick to the order. So this one's last in the order, but chronologically it comes first. Is that what I'm picking up, or?
I don't know the details of like all the Ace Attorney game lore, but this one seems like it happens pretty early in the timeline.
I've seen a little bit of your Ace Attorneys playthrough, so I know that one has like a ramen shop or like a noodle shop, at least.
Noodle
so.
Man.
Very, very modern, I think.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they're all just dotting.
Dot dot dot. Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, Mr. Naruhodo. What can I do for you?
Well, I think we've gotten to the bottom of Mr. Garrideb's situation now. But what does it have to do with Mr. Natsume's circumstances?
You're so right, bestie.
I can't help you then, I'm afraid.
Even the great detective has his limits.
What?
My dear fellow, if you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I warned you that although I knew the retired army man to be hiding something, I could not be sure whether his secret would prove to be of relevance or not.
This is gonna sound like a weird thing to say, but Sholmes has a really grippable waist.
Yeah.
That's just my humble observation.
I just knew you were going to say that.
I was just observing that because he was standing straight, staring, looking at me, and I was like, man, he has a nice fit. And then I went to, man, that spell's doing him wonders. And then I went to, man, he has a really grippable waist.
I mean, if you're gonna put that waist in front of me, things are gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't lose heart.
Keep your fantasies to yourself. So I can't say that he has a grippable waist, but you can shrimp over the fact that the vampire prosecutor throws his leg on his desk in the court. Hello? Make it fair. That's different. That's way different. Right. You're talking about how you want to be bent over his desk, and this is different.
You're right, it is different. That's worse.
Bear in mind
What the hell
that,
am I
yes, I do
hearing?
have...
Yeah, go on.
No. We must continue forward.
What the hell am I hearing? The truth. I speak nothing but the truth, Your Honor. Nothing but the truth and the whole truth.
That all things fall into one of only two categories. Those relevant to the case, and those not.
That makes no sense to me.
It's black and white.
Well, no matter. It is of far greater importance that you make up your mind now.
I declare both of you guilty of horniness. Go to horny jail. You know, if I'm suffering, at least he's. If I'm going, at least he's going with me.
Sorry?
Visiting hours at the prison will soon be over.
Oh no! Is it that time already?
Don't put us in the same cell. 4 save me. 4 is also there, so 4 is just as down horrendous.
Who
Maybe
gets to
not
play the
about these
harmonica?
guys, but huh?
Who gets to play the prison harmonica?
Good question. Do you know the harmonica?
Wait, why am I going to jail?
For the harmonica purposes.
Is to get the band together.
Yeah.
I've never played a harmonica. It sounds like it'd be fun though.
I want to get thrown around silly by a hot goth mommy. See, this is why he's going. We for sure secured 4. Same cell and only 1 bed. Good luck. I get the bed. Cause I'm old. Let me just throw 4's phrase in the wall of shame. Although he's speaking the truth for all of us.
Like I said, I respect it.
If we're to accept Mr. Natsume's case, we have official paperwork to attend to.
We don't have a choice to accept this case, as far as I'm aware. They talk like we have a choice.
Well, there wouldn't be much of a game if we were like, nah.
Yeah, never mind. Game ends.
So that's it. No more time to think.
You can definitely say no. I could just throw in court. But we have to do this to prove ourselves as a good law student or whatever.
Perhaps you'd like to betake yourselves to bidding us farewell now? I must prepare supper for Mr. Garadev.
Oh yes. I'm so sorry.
Thank you both very much for your time.
Soseki-san will be waiting for us. And I'm going to have to give him an answer.
Uno, come to London with me. No, credits roll. They're boyfriends. He'd follow him to the end of the world. He was his world. We're studying law. Your first 2 homeworks were terrible though. And they're gonna keep being terrible. That's just how this game rolls.
Say lobby.
2 dudes on death row. As it should be.
Can you imagine, like, you go to university and your first homework assignment is like, prove the theory of relativity. Do it. Right now.
Where do they say we want to go? Prison?
Yeah, to go to prison to get the visiting hours.
No, they're not boyfriends. They were boyfriends. I hate you.
And they were roommates.
They were more than roommates.
That's the joke.
19th of February, Briar Road.
It's time, Mr. Naruhodo. We must hurry back to the prison.
Yes, I know. Let's hail a carrot.
Oh,
What's the matter?
It looks like something's going on over there in front of the Gyarados house.
A fire? Oh.
what? Oh my goodness.
That is an interesting specimen.
That's a lot. That's a lot going on right there.
Alright, who's voicing him?
Do you want to?
I guess I can give him the maid voice, kind of. I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers.
I think that's great. Oh, look at this guy.
All right, you got
look
it.
at this guy. Okay, 1 second.
What are you calling an old man, you rum-looking ninny-penny?
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Who's this Horatio fella, eh? What are you on about?
Perfect voice, thank you.
Excuse me.
Eh? What the? Who are you now?
I'm sorry. It just looked as though there might be some problem here. And my associate here, Mr.
Uno Naruto is a lawyer, you see.
Eh, a lawyer? What? I don't trust lawyers. Get away from me.
If I can be of any assistance, I'd be happy to help. I'm from Japan, but I have studied English law.
I don't think they need a lawyer. They just need to figure this out. They need a mediator.
Fine, I'll be on my way for today. But you mark my words. This ain't over yet.
He did a Pokemon trainer pose. Get thee to a nunnery! What the?
Do I look like a bloomin' nun to you?
They look so satisfied with themselves. Uno canonically studying the entirety of British law in 1 month always baffles me. Could you not do that?
I do hope you're not injured.
Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so gentle. Thank you.
What was that all about?
He locked in. Both of his dudes were on death row, so he better have locked in. There are more things in heaven and earth. How do you pronounce this?
Horatio. I believe he's
Horatio?
quoting Romeo and Juliet.
Okay. Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
I'm not Horatio either.
Forgive the enquiry, sir, but... Are you a lodger here? In the Garadeb residence?
Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so right. Yes, I do dwell in this humble abode. That's... How many floors does this place have?
3?
So, oh, okay. So they... interesting.
I think he's the middle tenant.
I guess so.
Mr. Garadeb mentioned that he had another lodger, didn't he? This must be the man.
They are the man.
Do you happen to know the other lodger who lives on the first floor?
Ah, yes. A gentleman named Natsume. Oh, more worthy a polemist in my battle of words near could there be. I hope I'm saying all this right.
Sorry? Battle, did you say?
Who is the stronger, Hamlet or Macbeth? Mr. Natsume and I sparred long into the night. Oh my god. Are they talking like in bed or...
I mean, I respect it. I see.
Just didn't picture them as that kind, you know? I guess to see each other in that way.
They're both very dramatic. How about that?
Yes, I suppose they have that in common.
I don't fully understand, but it seems Mr. Natsume and this gentleman are acquaintances at least.
So, fair maiden, so, good gentleman. I can tarry here no longer. Fare thee well. Okay, she's in a rush.
I didn't really understand him, but I think he's returned to his room.
It seems he's unaware of what's happened to Mr. Natsume, so he can't really help us.
And they were roommates. They were housemates.
They are, though. With Soseki-san and the Mannies as lodgers, the Garadeb house is certainly full of eccentrics.
One could say they did knock boots among books. Very poetic diabolic.
I need you to turn my page if you get my meaning. Anyway, I'll go and find a carriage.
Yes, I'm sure Mr. Natsume is eagerly awaiting our return.
Let's hope we can get to the prison before visiting hours are over.
Okay. You still good to keep going?
I'm good.
You got water or anything?
I got tea right here.
Okay, perfect.
I was prepped and ready.
19th of February, 6:31 p.m. Local prison, cell 9. Soseki Ra. Yeah, this is another guy I don't know how to voice. He's kind of quirky and paranoid, as you might be able to tell.
You want me to give it a shot?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Hang on, let me... Oh, it's you! You're here! You came! A locum student, Mr. Naruto Esquire! Something like that. Does that work for you?
Yeah, he's just dramatic.
I can't believe you came back! I'm so touched!
Perfect, brilliant.
We are so sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Natsume.
Voice on point, for real.
Oh, no, nothing of it. Relax. If I were a cat, I would purr with pleasure at the company of such fine compatriots.
Oh right, he's an English student. I think he like writes poems or something, potentially. Haikus.
Verily, wherefore art thou,
He's just like me. What, purring?
Purring about the goth ladies. Noble, nurturing, never failing, Nipponese. Oh, now, let's not get carried away.
I don't know who this
Oh.
is, so I'm just gonna... Oh, I quite agree. There is nothing more reassuring than the familiarity of one's native land. On the other hand... Oh, there you go.
Fellow.
It is through friendship, transcending international borders, that one truly appreciates the fact.
Oh my god, he came to visit.
Did I just...
That is not the word that
That's
you heard, by the way. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that.
Hailing
Such is
from
my
nipples. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip that.
No, such is my belief, at the very least.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. I was too,
Oh, wait, it was two of them? Hang on.
No. I was too baffled by the nipple thing. Okay, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's you. The miserable, rotten spy, Herschlock Sholmes.
Okay. Did you read this or did I skip over by accident?
No, I read through that.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing here?
Bending over is fine, but nipple joke is not noted. No, it's fine. It just took me aback.
I have no intention of doing anything per se, save observing, of course.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
He just wants to watch. Interesting.
Well, having encountered some curious reading material in that gloomful room, and having unmasked the secret identity of that eccentric pair, I decided I should drop in on my way home to see how our divested friend is faring.
Gloomful room?
How is it gloomy
At
if it
least
has
you're
a cat?
You were so correct. The cat made things much better. At least your accommodation here offers a window, my dear fellow. In that sense, it is the superior option.
No, his room has a cat. This one doesn't. It has rats.
Pet rat.
Anyway, I must commend you on your taste in books. My day has been a delight, and cost me not a penny.
I can't believe you just hit Susato with an egg.
Donk.
She didn't deserve that.
You! How dare you, Hairlock Sholmes!
You didn't mean to? Did you mean to hit me with an egg? In which case? Oh, at least hit Sholmes or something? That's valid, you know. That's so valid.
I've had it. I'm through. I'm at the end of my rope. I should never have come to Great Britain. It was a terrible mistake. Haunted by spirits in those accursed lodgings. No doubt my luck will be cursed at tomorrow's trial as well. My whole life is be damned!
Throwing egg at streamer would be funny. Thankfully, you guys can't control where it goes. It just goes as it wants. The egg has a mind of its own.
Your aim is terrible.
Yeah, your aim is bad. Really, really bad.
What are you thinking, Mr. Naruto?
He mentioned that once before, didn't he?
We can't throw eggs at you, but we can bonk you. Just a direct abuse. I think I'd rather get hit by the egg, personally.
That his lodgings were cursed, I mean.
Oh my god, it was a ghost.
Ooh.
And there is much truth in Mr. Mustache's words.
What?
Cursed is a wholly appropriate description, I would say. For the man's lodgings, and indeed for tomorrow's trial.
Yeah, the prosecutor we go against, he kills everyone he goes against. So, even if he lives, because we get him innocent, the prosecutor will murder him anyways.
Oh, my favorite.
Not good.
I love the British justice system.
They don't even assign him bodyguards. Like, this has happened multiple times.
It's like, ah, it's fine.
We think he kills people, Zay. Don't accuse my boyfriend. Your boyfriend is a racist murderer, potentially. There's a very high likelihood that it... Maybe, oh my god, maybe it's Serenity that kills everyone that we claim innocent. Because he's trying to defend his boyfriend. He's like a crazy fan. Okay, write that down.
Okay, and look, I can forgive a murderer. The other one, not so much.
Murder. Oh shit, I didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Murder, maybe not. Racist, definitely. That one's... We have cold hard evidence for that. Okay. There's that.
What's that supposed to mean? Can't remember if I said that or not.
No, I accidentally skipped it.
He's okay.
We'll talk to him.
Mr. Natsume, what did you mean by what you said just now?
About the trial tomorrow being cursed.
Oh no, why are you looking so grave? You're making me nervous. I was just getting carried away, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it.
Oh, I see. That's really agitated him.
You don't mean the trial really is cursed somehow?
Are you referring to the prosecutor? The Reaper of the Bailey?
He's psyching himself out. See?
A Reaper? Oh no, what do you mean? Please, tell me, summarize it succinctly in 16 salient words.
Slightly racist vampire boyfriend is just quirky is all. Right, just a little quirky, okay.
He's a little quirky. I can fix him.
Stop, that's Serenity's, motto.
No defendant has ever survived a trial in which the Reaper stands for the prosecution. Ever.
Don't tell him that, you're gonna make him even more nervous. Next thing you know, he's gonna like try to break out of prison because he's so scared.
Hang on, before you go, how many words is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Perfect!
Am I miscounting? Is that 7? No, it's
What? Oh.
17 words, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, it is 16. I miscounted.
Perfect!
Perfect.
The guy needs some kicks to the balls, that's my opinion. Hold on, I got you. No, I'm just-
I'll go bang.
Oh my goodness! Can it really be true? That was 16 words exactly!
He's touched by the fact that we counted 16 words.
Yesterday, Mr. Naruto successfully defended someone against the Reaper. But then, after the trial was over, the defendant passed away in unusual circumstances.
Mr. McGilded.
What?
Ah, I am impressed, Miss Susato. You have an eye for detail.
She also has an eye for you, my guy.
And my waist.
No, that's me. Unusual circumstances? He got deep fried in a carriage. Fiery circumstances would be more appropriate. Yes, he went out in a blaze of glory.
I guess you could say he was hot to go.
Oh my god, you're so right.
Actually, the Lord Chief Justice told us.
Mr. Sholmes. Surely it can't be that, having failed to have the accused convicted, Lord Van Zeeks killed the man himself?
Oh my god, imagine like there's an episode and Van Zeeks is on trial himself. Just a thought.
Could be kind of interesting.
Oh no, he couldn't have, surely.
Ah! You have some wonderful notions. Sorry? The man isn't a mass murderer. He's a court prosecutor, my dear fellow.
He has all his shrimps kill people for him.
He has people for that.
Activating brain rot moment, but I definitely think McGilded could have been saved with a hawk jaw in the carriage. I don't know. From that guy? Ugh. I don't think so. So even Sholmes believes me? Well, that doesn't save you. You could still be the murderer, my guy. Sorry, I was getting a call. Hang up, okay.
All good.
Oh, yes. Why, of course he is.
Of course he is! Then why are you trying to scare me?
It could be said, however, that the real truth about the man is even more terrifying than your hypothesis.
What's that supposed to mean? He's such a
You see, he's a
mysterious man.
vampire.
You're so right.
What on earth do you mean by that?
Tell me about Serenity's boyfriend.
Van Zeeks is a quite exceptional man. However, in London courts of law, exceptional does not equate to winning every case without exception.
That's good.
So Seki-san looks like he's going to cry tears of joy. As you are no doubt aware, in a British criminal trial, there is both a judge and a jury. The judge officiates based on the letter of the law, whilst the jury offers public opinion and common sense. It is an excellent system whereby the defendant's guilt is considered from several points of view. However, public opinion in particular is somewhat easily manipulated. Right. Criminals and corrupt lawyers, for that matter, can use it to their advantage.
I thought of something. Maybe the real killer is the prosecutor's yandere lover. Serenity, just imagine. Whenever he loses Serenity, Serenity has to kill whoever the defendant was for not accepting guilty verdict without question. I believe it. Although,
How?
I feel like Van Zeeks would want a goth mommy lover, like a goth mommy, you know? So
Yeah.
Serenity, are you a goth mommy in disguise?
I can change.
Anything for him? How did you know? It was obvious by the way you speak. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, you read this, right? Or-
Yeah.
By any means at their disposal, contriving evidence, calling imposters as witnesses, and so on. By such underhanded means, those who would want to and are able to sway the jury. Which means that even in the light of irrefutable evidence, the prosecution can fail.
But it means the wrong verdict can also be passed.
And sadly, is from time to time, my dear madam. It is simply the reality of the situation.
You have a feeling Van Zeeks would really love some shibari? What's that?
Shibari is when you get tied up. Like, specifically like the yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I believe it.
And that's all right?
However, those indicted by Lord Van Zeeks cannot escape justice. Their fate is sealed.
Not being able to escape Van Zeeks. Tee.
Oh my.
Though the abdication may see them leave the courtroom with their freedom, within months they all disappear. It is most striking.
It disappear? But how?
Ah, by all manners of misfortune, sir. Perhaps they are trampled under a passing carriage. Perhaps they fall into the flames and drown. Perhaps they are suddenly overcome by a raging fever, or perhaps attacked by a highwayman.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's cursed, all right. I love how they say justice, as if everyone he prosecuted was guilty. I guess it is justice in the eyes of Serenity, his goth mommy yandere lover. This is true.
I like this expanded lore.
The expanded lore of Serenity or Van Zeeks.
Yes.
All examples of the reality of events here in London. I'm afraid, Mr. Naruhodo.
I knew it. I'm a dead dodo done for doomed.
Cursed trial, cursed lodging, the Reaper. All very bright topics.
When you said accursed lodgings before, you were referring to your room at Mr. Garrett's house, I assume.
I heard Zay is the next to be prosecuted. I read Serenity's diary. No, he likes to drag out my suffering. So I'll be around for a while. Just, he'll probably kill off a lot of other people that I love.
The AoE, as it were.
Do you mean to say you believe the place is cursed?
It's been a year now since I came to Great Britain. But I'd only been in London a week before I started to notice strange feelings in myself. That didn't take long then. Oh wait, that didn't take long then. Everywhere I looked, there were foreign faces staring at me, laughing behind my back. I was sure people were talking about me. I started to become nervous about going outside.
Oh.
They were always staring at me, all the time, from dawn till dusk. So I shut myself away in my room. But even that didn't help. The fear wouldn't go away.
You must have been very lonely, having been away from your homeland for such a long time.
That's called paranoia. Go see a doctor, Sasaki. Honestly, yeah, he needs more than a doctor, I fear.
He needs a goth mommy.
Yeah, he needs a goth mommy to hold him while he cries.
I've had to move a number of times, most recently to that room on Briar Road, a week ago now. Yes, why did you choose there? It seems a little inconvenient. The rent is cheap. I have so little money, it appealed to me straight away. Of course, I asked why it was so affordable. The landlord just simpered and said, "The room is cursed." Oops.
Does he need a big titty or small titty goth mommy?
All
Well,
titty is good titty.
well, based on the fact that we think he might be getting it on with the person who lives above him in the crazy wacky suit. I wasn't looking much at their titties, but I think it was small.
Lives above him, so I guess we know who the top is. He quickly tried to cover his mistake, but it was too late. So I told him, "If you have something to say, then say it. But if not, don't mention it in the first place." Yes, well said.
I wasn't looking much at their titty. Don't quote me on that. I wasn't looking at their titties at all, okay? Thank you for the posture check and stretch. And the hydrate.
I don't know. Now you're backtracking. I don't know.
If you weren't, what was the color of their shoes? We don't even get to see their shoes! Don't ask me what the color of anything was. Did you read this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was true. It was all true. You mean the room really is cursed then?
Excuses, excuses. See, we're seeing boobs. That's my proof you're guilty. I'm sorry, I'm not in defeat either.
Ever since I moved into that windowless hellhole, my sleep has been plagued with nightmares. I awake feeling as though I'm being choked to death.
What if he's allergic to the cat and that's why he feels like he's being choked?
That'd be very funny, actually.
I mean, if it's drawn / animated feet, don't. Don't finish that sentence.
And in my waking hours, people are stabbed in front of me as I walk down the street. I'm branded a killer, thrown in prison. Nobody wants to know me. I'm surrounded by scary sinister spirits.
I don't think that'll hold up in the court of law, but we'll make a note.
I like his alliteration. If only there was someone, just one person on my side.
You got the cat. The cat just sleeps.
Meow.
Or the cat just sleeps on top of his chest while he sleeps. I guess that could work too, but not as much of a choking feeling though. Hi Ella, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
What, you don't like the pilk? I think he's also like low-key guilt tripping him into joining him to defend him in
It's like,
court.
I just need one person to stand by my side, you know? Just like Teehee just kind of puts my fingertips together. You wouldn't let me die, would you?
One goth mommy by my side. That's all I'm asking for.
I don't ask for much. Can no one find it in his or her heart to believe in me? Really? No one at all?
Not the sad music coming in.
To believe. Yes. To believe.
Ha, you missed again.
Hey, Teehee.
I believe in you.
Believe it. Mr. Sholmes.
Ah, me, Mr. Naruhodo. Pray, what can I do for you?
Can you believe in him so I don't have to?
It's about the case on the SS Burya, if you recall.
The Burya. Ah, that case. The one with the snake?
Well, yes. At that time, I was the suspect. But you believed in me and listened to my side of the story first. And you helped us to investigate.
I believe in goth mommies. I don't know about Saseki though. That's, you know what? You're valid for that.
I did I? Interesting.
What I want to know is... why? Why did you believe me?
I see, yes. You mean... Because you were a grimly dressed, shady Eastern fellow found with the victim in a locked room.
At least he was dressed. There's other times where they aren't.
True. Well, if you like, yes.
Remember this convo, Zay? It's important for later. Oh god, okay. Yes, believing in us, okay.
Believe it.
I'm a little surprised that the answer requires an explanation, my dear fellow.
It's because I want to take over your boyfriend's spot and be your new boyfriend.
It's quite simple, really. You said I didn't do it.
But I could have been lying.
Sure.
Surely you must have had your doubts. You must have suspected me a little.
I think perhaps you have misunderstood. I neither recall believing in you, nor in that which you were telling me.
What?
You see, the only things I believe in are those I choose to believe in.
The only thing I believe in are death and taxes.
The only thing I believe in is the heart of the cards.
What do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
AKA my guy went yellow and somehow got things right. That's just his strategy in life, it seems.
It's worked out for him. He's a world-renowned detective.
So true.
I make up my own mind about what is to be believed and what is not.
Death, taxes, and goth mommies. Death, taxes, and my grandpa's deck has no bad cards.
Death, taxes, and mommy milkers, even.
Death, taxes, and thighs.
Also valid. Look, it's not quite as impactful if the list is so long.
Yeah. Okay.
I did read that last one.
Yeah.
If I should like to believe in something, I do. The circumstances can hang as far as I am concerned.
But I could have betrayed your trust.
In that case, I should have made an elementary error of judgment. Nothing more.
The only thing Uno can betray is his own lies. He gives away too much.
Oh yeah.
His own thoughts even.
I'm surprised he didn't get slapped while he was in that apartment.
Betrayal of trust is an overused excuse, in my opinion. Meaning? Whether or not one should trust another is, in the final analysis, down to oneself. It is a matter of whether or not one can trust oneself.
Yes, yes, he's right. He's right. A locum student, Mr. Naruto Esquire.
Whether or not I can believe myself.
Oh, my boyfriend! I mean,
Look at him.
Uno's boyfriend.
Look at him. He's so cool.
I'll read it.
Do you want me to
it's
just...
fine. It's fine.
You want to? Okay.
Yeah. A defense lawyer is only as good as his faith in his client. Because they interact a lot. Because they're boyfriends. They were boyfriends.
Wait. Teehee.
And that comes down to how much faith he has in himself. I miss him.
The little Blorbo.
You were so right, Kazuma.
Of course he is.
No one that cute could be wrong. Well, my dear fellows, it is time we were leaving, I believe.
Imagine tripping over and dying. I hope that happens to you, Serenity.
Wow. Aggressive.
He's traumatized me a lot, okay? Already?
Visit hours are over. The guard will be here shortly to escort us out. There is a restaurant near here that serves excellent trout. Would you care to join me?
He's asking us on a date. Do you see what I mean? He's trying to take over.
Look, you need someone to fill that void in your heart, don't you?
Right in front of the girl that's tripping over him.
I have two hands.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. There is never enough time, is there?
Mr. Natsume?
My cat just body checked the door. What are you doing?
Aww.
Oh, they're playing. Okay.
If you'd like, in the trial tomorrow, I'd be happy to represent you.
Aww.
Locum student, Mr. Naruto Esquire.
As I said, I only experienced a British courtroom for the first time yesterday. And although the man I was representing was found not guilty, I lost sight of something crucial.
Something crucial.
What to believe in? The defendant, justice, or the truth? How to believe, even. But I think I finally worked it out. I've decided I must believe in myself above all else, to trust my instincts.
You're... Yes, Mr. Naruto. Sorry.
No, it's your line. I was just inhaling airs.
And my instincts are telling me that you, Mr. Natsume, are innocent of this crime. And it's imperative that we prove that in court.
Locum student, Mr. Naruto Esquire.
I will fight for your innocence until the bitter end, with every weapon available to me.
Good thing he has a sword on him. Any protagonist speech moment? For real.
So I hope you'll permit me to represent you tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know. I already kind of got myself an attorney, so you know.
What? As I said when we first met, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who will listen to me in my native tongue. Of course, Mr. Natsume. It would be fair to say, Mr. Naruhodo, that your mind was, in many ways, made up from the outset. You merely needed the events of today to fully realize it. Yes, I think you're right about that. It's been a roundabout journey, but I got there in the end.
Love that they're replaying that.
Miss Susato,
Yes?
would you be willing to stand by my side tomorrow and help me in court?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of had plans for tomorrow.
What?
I'm going on a date with Mr. Herlock Sholmes, but
Why wasn't I invited?
absolutely. She's too nice. She's gonna cancel her date.
As I said this morning, you may consider me your personal judicial assistant.
Oh, she's so cute.
Aww. Cat, what are you doing?
I pray she finds happiness with Herlock Sholmes.
Good vibes only in that regard. The shocking events of yesterday's trial still weigh heavily on my mind. But it's time to stop looking backwards. Kazuma believed in me, and Mr. Sholmes believes in me now too. So it's time. Time that I learnt to believe in myself.
Oh my god.
So Seki-san has no one. He's all alone. So it's my job to help him. To fight in his corner.
Imagine just putting Deku in this. It's so Deku coded.
A little bit. Tomorrow, in the courtroom, with all the strength I can muster.
Uno's unlocked his full potential on God, for real. This is just only a fraction of his power.
Like, Zoinks, you've only seen 1% of my power, Scoob.
The rest of it is unlocked when he first uses that katana.
You know it's real when he starts pulling out the sword.
Perfect.
That was a
place to
fun
end.
little speech, though. That was a fun speech.
It was, yeah, it was very anime protagonist of him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think it's gonna. Ooh, let me leave.
Yip, yip, cheerio.
Let me leave. Oh my god, let me leave. Okay, I'm just gonna alt it for it. Hehe.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It was very fun to be around. I will adjourn here and let you wrap things up then, unless you want me around for anything else.
I don't think so, but thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, literally anytime. This stuff is super fun.
Good, I'm glad. And next time we get the courtroom, so you get to meet our vampire Serenity
Yeah,
Duty's
we only-
vampire boyfriend.
We only had to get through like 6 hours to get to the vampire.
Yeah, so worth.
Nah, you so right. All right, bye.
Goodbye. Okay. Raw, great voicing Colin Day. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Hold on. Let's do this. I don't want to listen to that song. Okay. We're going to be ending stream here, but I gotta see if there's anyone to raid that we don't raid very often, because we raid a lot of these people very often, because they all stream at the same time as me, you know? So I'm like, oh, they're streaming, I should raid them, but I've raided them a lot lately, I feel like. Let's see. If any of you guys have someone you want to raid, let me know. It was very fun. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me again. I really do appreciate it, especially since I'm not. There's so many men in this series. We need more women. Where are all the women at? Let me see if there's anyone in these servers that we can raid out to. There's so many people in these servers, but not enough people streaming at this time. Because I stream early. You're so right, woman good. Indeed. Oh my god. We can raid this person. They're playing Minecraft's Pixelmon. They're doing a little Pokemon SMP. And I love Minecraft and their model's cute, so we can raid out to this person. Let me just make sure I write it down properly. Sash raid Shinzuki Shintori. More goth girls needed? True, except I'm not sure I could pull off voicing a goth girl, you know? I haven't really tried it, but I feel like my voice isn't very suited to goth mommies, you know? Shintori. Okay. I'm just making sure I spelled it right because I'm not good. Good because there's one in the second game? Oh, great! Just what I wanted. Here's our raid messages. If you guys wouldn't mind copying them and spamming them when we get over there, I would really appreciate it. Oh, why can't I copy my own message, please? We're gonna wrap this up and call it there, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I really love having Cole on voicing things with me because he's got all the difficult characters and he's good at them. Maybe they're difficult because I don't have much variation in my voice and pitch and stuff, but he's got a wide range of things. But next time we get to do, oh my god, we get to meet the jury too. Good stream day, thank you. Thank you guys so much for coming. I do really, really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who followed and subbed today. It means a lot to me. Everyone who chatted too. I'll see you guys next year, you know? I'm not sure what the stream schedule will be quite yet, but maybe we'll stream on Friday potentially. I don't know, we'll see, but hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Follow Cole if you haven't already.